Hey everybody, welcome back to another Mindset Check with Jesse James, where we come together to get our mind right. Who out here is a parent? COVID-19's been pretty raw with the kids at home, huh? Working from home, teaching the kids their schooling, parenting their kids, cleaning up after your kids. It's a freaking hurricane, man. Anyways, it's actually pretty cool because I've gotten to see what it is that is the curriculum that my kids are being taught. And, teachers are awesome. They do a lot of hard work, but I was finding the material my kids were getting very much lacking in sustenance. It was just lame, watered down info. And nothing to it of really any value that was going to help them succeed in life. So I was like, I'm their dad. I'm going to teach them. So I started helping them with real math, not those weird diagrams they're doing now. I don't know why they're doing that. I got a 4.0 in accounting, and I'm going to tell you right now, never once will you ever use that in your entire life. And it's just confusing the kids, man. And so, since we're so low on freaking education anyways, I was like, that's unintelligent. So I started teaching my kids real math, accounting, fractions, decimals, basic algebra, history. And it blew my mind how little the schools were teaching our kids about our history. They're teaching them all kinds of stuff that's meaningless and takes away their identity. I was like, you got no American history? You don't even know about the war that was fought to even make this country a country? And my kids are like, no. My mind was blown, man. So I've been teaching them. I was like, these guys, the people that fought for your country from the British Empire, what they were fighting, they believed in so hardcore. They were starving, man, in the snow, and they were so hungry, they ate the leather of their own boots. And my kids were like, well, what were they fighting? And I smiled and I said, capitalism. They don't understand. The kids aren't even taught what capitalism is. They don't even realize that when we were fighting the British Empire, the king wasn't over here. The British Empire sent over companies. It was companies that were big companies that were running this country and just peeling us of our profits. And the founding people here were all entrepreneurial free enterprisers. They're into free enterprise. And so my kids were like, well, what's the difference between capitalism and free enterprise? I said, son, that is a great question. I said, capitalism is about the money. It's all about the company. They couldn't care less about the people. It's big business, right? And not that big businesses aren't important sometimes. Everybody shops at Walmart. But let's be real. They don't care about you and I. They're all about their money. And a lot of the stuff and a lot of the problems that we're having right now is because of them. Well, what's free enterprise? I was like, the base root, let me give you a picture, son, of the base root of free enterprise. Imagine two people. They represent a family. One man comes forward and he has, coffee. And the other guy comes to him and this guy has sugar. Well, the guy who has sugar needs coffee. And the guy who has coffee needs sugar. So they trade. It's called the barter system. And it's basic. That's the fundamental of free enterprise. They both needed something. They traded and did business with each other. They did not infringe on the freedom or rights of any other citizens. And there was minimal to no government interference. That is free enterprise. It's small business. And it's really funny to me that the backbone of this country, the very thing that makes this country is what's being attacked the most. Think about who was affected most during COVID. Small businesses. They're being crushed. And that's what created almost all the jobs. And that's what people are literally dying sometimes to get here from these other countries, is the idea of free enterprise, not capitalism, free enterprise. So where the small guy can open a family business and leave something to his kids and their kids and take care of them for their future. That's what this country was founded on. That's what those men and women were willing to chew the leather in their own boots for, because they saw that these big corporations were going to destroy this beautiful country, and they were willing to fight and die for it back then. It's kind of funny that we have the same problem today, isn't it? Remember that, you guys. Don't let them lie to you. The truth is this country's founded on freedom, family, and free enterprise. Capitalism is all bad. And if you get locked up in a bunch of politics and fighting each other, you forget who the real enemy is, right? It's the one trying to take your freedom away. This country's still an awesome place. Do we have problems? Yeah. But quit complaining. I am so sick and tired of hearing people complain. Come up with a solution. I'm going to tell you right now, grassroots free enterprise is the solution. And that's why every group that we got going on right now is about empowering the dreamers. Remember, guys, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, I don't speak that language. It's hard to say his name, but he was a boss. He said there are none so enslaved as those who falsely believe that they are free. Right? You guys know what to do. I hope that helps. Like, subscribe, and share. All right? One mind, one love.